Okay, so let's look at this problem. A payday loan company charges an $85 fee for a $600 payday loan that will be repaid in 16 days. Treating the fee as interest paid, what is the equivalent annual interest rate? Now, notice there's no compounding here. This is a simple interest problem. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to hopefully be able to write right on this. Let's see. Interest, well, all right, so I couldn't get my little right on the screen thing to work, so I just put the formula here in words. So interest is equal to the principal times the rate times the time. All right, now let's go back here for a minute to the problem, and let's notice that we're going to pay an $85 fee, and we're going to treat that as if that was our interest. All right, so we're going to pay $85 in interest. We're getting a $600 loan, so that's our principal for 16 days. And this is probably what's stumping you, this right here. Because normally when we're talking about an annual interest rate, 16 days, we have to remember, is part of only a small part of a year. So let's go back here. $85 is going to go on the left where interest is. Our $600 is going to go in for P. We don't know R. That's what we're going to solve the equation for. But our time is 16 days out of 365 days in a year. So that's the very important thing we've got to do there. Now, just to clean this formula up a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and just rearrange these numbers. Since we're multiplying, we can multiply out of order, and I'll put the R last. And in my calculator, I will put 600 times 16 divided by 365. And be sure to put that fraction right there in parentheses as you stick it in the calculator so that you get this correct as you do that multiplication. Okay, so now, after I've done the multiplication, I have 26.3. I'll take this out a few decimal places. 30137. We'll take it out that far. And then I still have the R. And let's solve this equation. And let's just remember from algebra to solve for a variable when we have multiplication times the variable, we just divide this number out. We're going to have to do it on both sides, of course. Kind of messy. And I might be a little limited when dividing it here on the left in room. All right. So, of course, on this right side, these two will cancel out, and I'll have the R by itself. And I'll put 85 divided by 26.30137 into my calculator. And I get 3.2318. I'll round it off at about 4 or 5 decimals there. Okay, so we'll do it right there. So that is 3.2318. Now let's remember that R is the decimal version of the percentage. So we have to move our decimal 2 places to actually get the percentage. So this is actually 323.18%. Terrible, terrible interest rate, which is true of a lot of these payday companies. Okay, so, and it might ask us to round to the whole number, which would be 323. Let's see. Round to the nearest percent. Yeah, so it'll be 323. And you notice it does say that it'll be over 100%. If we check, yep, it's 323.